I feel like there's a big war going on between black men and women that's really annoying, because that's what they want to happen. You know, this was put in place during the civil rights movement, when we were, as a black family, stronger than ever, in order to tear us down and to keep us suppressed as a community. And it's continuing to go on for this long, and that is frustrating. The fact that us as black women, we constantly put the black man down as weak, or as he's not fulfilling his role. We're expecting him to be our safety and our security and to take care of us. But what are we doing to actually take care of the black man? We talk about black men all the time and how black men can be better and do this more, and how black men not doing this. Like, we talk about that enough, but do we really talk about how black women aren't doing their part and making sure that our black men feel safe? I feel like
women neglect the beauty of dating a struggling man, but that's where the foundation of trust is built. The loyalty, the commitment, because he's not trying to win you over with any money, because he doesn't have it. He's going to win you over with effort, consistency, and that comes with respect. See, you only value and respect something that you had to work hard to get. He understands the sweat, the long days, the living paycheck to paycheck, the goal setting, working overtime just to take you somewhere nice, etc. That's where 90% of the time the guy with wealth falls short. He has no respect for you. He didn't put in any effort with you. He didn't have to work to build a foundation with you. He simply bought you. To him, you're just another prize on the shelf, something to pull out when he wants to play with it and throw back when he's done. That's what most wealthy men do. They buy things because they can, not because they need it. Hell, sometimes not even because they want it, just because they can. They're more intrigued with the fact that they can buy you instead of actually being intrigued with you. To him, you come at a monetary cost, and he can buy 1,000 more of you because you come a dime a dozen. You're nothing special. But with the struggling man, your love was bought with authenticity and genuineness that was built on solid ground, and that's the beauty within the struggle. A lot of women...
Shalom, 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 shalom. Before I get started, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Wa Wakak Wadash. Shalom, shalom, shalom. My name is Brother Abiy'ezer, Elijah Israel. Here, basically, behind closed doors, when it comes out to preaching and ministering the gospel of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, when it comes down to the new covenant, for real, and everything else, shalom, peace and blessings, and peace and blessings to the beautiful 1/3. Shout out to the hopeful elect, and man, Thawada, peace and blessings unto the brothers that's preaching the new covenant. As we like to make it known, it's all about the kingdom. Shalom. Something came to me in the spirit finally to speak about the daughters of Zion. To speak about the daughters of Zion. To speak about not only just the daughters of Zion, but the difference between the daughters of Zion and those that are whores of Babylon. There is a difference between the whores of Babylon and the daughters of Zion. Okay? The whores of Babylon is coming from a place where they're copying the image in a westernizing mindset and image of the beast, following the idolatries, following following the falsehood of how to live in today's America. You know? So this right now, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Wakaf Wadash, I want to break down the whores of Babylon. And this is initially appointed to the sisters. This video, brothers can watch it too, but this video through the spirit is for sisters. It's for women who are, that was in the world and now coming into the truth. This is for the sisters who is in the truth, but they're dealing with wicked females in this truth. Same way how brothers is dealing with wicked males, wicked men. So this video is for the sisters of what not to be. Okay? Of what not to be. Okay? This is what I mean about what not to be. Okay? So also at the link in the description, there's another video that I did that shows you further more proof on what not to be. Okay? That shows further more proof of what not to be. Okay? I might do it, I might not do it. It depends on the spirit. Okay? But I do want to say, Brakathum unto the brothers and sisters in this new covenant. And come on, let's get into it. So, the book of Sirach, chapter 26. The book of Sirach, chapter 26. And I'm going to start at verse 22. Okay? And harlot shall be accounted as spittle. What is a harlot? A harlot is literally another word for a whore. Now you got two different types of whores in this truth, or even in the world. You have the harlot that commits a type of adultery where it's physical, where she has sex outside a committed relationship that she's already in. And you have a type of harlot that will have it within herself to indulge in different levels of witchcraft or different levels of emulations. Basically, women that indulge themselves in the fruits of the flesh instead of the fruits of the spirit. That is a harlot. You have a spiritual context and you have a physical context. Okay? We are living in the world where our women, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, are copying off of the image of the beast, which is that harlot. America is that harlot. America is that whore. Just for what the beastly system stands for. It stands on wickedness. It's all over the place. It's a whore. It follows its own doctrine, which is do it thy will, Satanism. And they implanted that in a lot of our people, including the women, and use that and use our weapon and use our women as weapons against us, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American males. Okay? So the book of Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 22, and harlot shall be accounted as spittle. What is spittle? Spit, nothing. It's accounted for as nothing. She is accounted for as nothing. Because why? Because she is defiled. She defiled her own temple. There's demonic spirits dwelling within her. Whether she got it from other men, or rather she got it by what she is surrounding herself with. Her lifestyle, the food that she ate, the food that she eat, the people that she hang with. She's not taking the time to purge the flesh. She's not taking the time to purge her flesh and become a new creature built in the body of Yahweh Bashib Yahweh Shai and his flock of the pasture. She's not doing that. Okay? But a married woman, hold on. But a married woman, verse 22. But a married woman, meaning that a woman that has it within herself to be committed in reflection of her husband is a tower against death to her husband. How she is a tower against death to her husband? Why? Because she bringeth forth life. She bringeth forth fruits of the spirit towards him. She is that strong pillar of rest. I'm about to prove that. Salaki. Look at it. That's my alarm. Be quiet. But I'm gonna get to this joint soon, right? But the scoffing, clamorous woman, I'm gonna say,
according to Bible, King James Version, he that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest.
So this is the book of Sirach and the Apocrypha, which is the book of Ecclesiasticus. The book of Ecclesiasticus, or you could say Sirach, chapter 36 and verse 24. He that getteth a wife, bringeth a possession. What is a possession? People keep thinking that, oh yeah, we treat our women as objects. No, a real man of the Lord is not going to treat his woman like an object. A real woman of the Lord is not going to treat his woman like an object. No, a possession, let's put it in context. A possession is something that a man keeps. It's something that a man takes care of. It's something that a man tends and nurture and look after of. Yes, men can nurture. Men can nurture. Men can teach. Men are farmers unto the flock. And who is of that flock? Yes, you have the flock of the pasture, which is of men, but you also got the what? The 1/3. Teaching and preaching unto the innumerable number. Okay? So I'm gonna say this again. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession. Beginneth a possession. Meaning that you're under my possession, my tutelage. Not just my tutelage, my bosom. My soulmate, a lover. Okay? A help like unto himself, a helpmeet. A helpmeet. This is a daughter of Zion right here. A helpmeet. A person that's going to help her husband farm and till the land. Those who got ears to hear and eyes to see through the spirit, I hope you know what I'm talking about. Like a helpmeet like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. A pillar of rest. So because the woman is a strong tower within her husband's temple, where the Hamashiach sits at, she is the strong tower, meaning that she is that pillar. She is that structure that holds down the foundation, which is the foundation is Yahweh. That is a part of that foundation that holds the temple together, where the man can strive in the best of his abilities when it comes down to only doing the Lord's will. That is a woman. That is a wife. That is a daughter of Zion. What is a daughter? Basically a female child. Not a male child, a female child that has been begotten by a set of parents. which is the mother and the father, which is the father and the mother. I would say mother too, because the mothers are supposed to represent wisdom, which is the law, and the fathers is the instructions, which is the structure, the head of the household, believe it or not. So therefore, if you really sit here and think about it, a daughter of Zion. Zion is who? Jerusalem. Jerusalem, the motherland. Meaning that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are daughters of Jerusalem. Jerusalem was a people before it was a place. But who is the people? Yasharallah, which is Israel. In English, it means what? Princess of power. So the real daughters of Zion that dwells in the tents of not only just Kedar, but also the tabernacles of David, these daughters of Zion are literally daughters, literally women who came from the loins of the princes of powers, kings, priests, and princes. Meaning that these women are profitable unto Yahweh. They're his daughters. They're profitable. They are the ones that will be the first to be anointed as queens, or maybe even goddesses, princesses. They're the ones that's going to be anointed. You have women that's inside this truth who is just backstabbing, just fucking ugly. Shout out to the brother, I forgot his name, but See Nice Films. Shout out, call Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Kakwadash unto that brother, See Nice Films. He had exposed not only the wickedness of men, but he also exposed the wickedness of women that's in these camps. He exposed 3 of them. One that want to start shit. The other one that was an old head acting like a young bull, but she wanted preeminence over both men and women. It's just gay if a person of the same sex that wants to dominate you. That's just gay. On a man's behalf and a woman's behalf. I'm just saying. And then you have that one girl who's juggling 3 niggas. People might laugh. That's not funny, because a real woman is going to feel nasty by letting 2 to 3 niggas dig in her guts. Naturally, a real woman is going to feel disgusted. A harlot. She's being a harlot. So this shall open your mind to understand that the same way how there's wicked ass niggas, we talk about wicked ass niggas every single day. But the same way how there's wicked ass niggas in this truth, there are wicked ass bitches in this truth. That is no different than the females that's in the world. You have females that's in the world that will actually do their best for God, and you have females that's in the world that will not consider. It's no damn different. Be the woman that God designs you to be when it comes down to following Him and His laws, statutes, and commandments. Repentance. Be a pillar of rest. Be a good thing to your husband. That is a daughter of Zion. That is walking in wisdom. That is the true power. Not the opposite. And we're going to see the opposite. The opposite are the whores of Babylon. I'm trying to show y'all sisters of the new covenant, that is taking heed to your husbands. Take heed and love your husbands, because on their behalf, they're trying to tell you. They're trying to tell you. They are trying to tell you. You gotta put two to two together. I'm sorry, but in common sense. There's wicked ass niggas. You don't think there's gonna be wicked ass females? There's wicked ass females here. That's just gonna wax worse and worse and worse. Okay? He who findeth a wife findeth a good thing. But sister, you cannot expect yourself to be a good thing unless you understand how it is to actually be a wife. Don't sit here and have yourself to call yourself a wife and don't want to amount to that responsibility. People may talk shit about that particular situation. No. Because by the end of the day, sister, if you're calling yourself a wife to somebody and you just got it in with your husband and your husband departs, let me ask you a question. As you sitting here trying to flex, look at you, look where you at right now. Alone. Nobody. So how is you flexing? How do you want to sit here and talk shit and your husband left you? Now imagine it was the apocalypse. You got nobody to protect you, nobody to feed you, nobody to look after you, nobody to at least, like, I'm not even gonna say cater because you're a grown ass woman, but you got nobody to protect you. Then what? You dumb bun. There's scriptures warning the wicked men and women that if they do not get their shit together, not only that they're going to die, but there are actually a lot of women, is it written in the Bible? I might as well just show you. There's women written in the Bible that will be raped during these evil days on a mass scale. What you talking about? That shit happen like every single day. Okay. You do know the Lord will bring forth evil to those who rejected his word and blaspheme against his name. Being on brothers' comment boards and on their videos scoffing and scorning and blaspheming the Lord, being ignorant. There are scriptures about those type of women that will be raped during those times. I'm dead ass. I want to show you.
According to Bible.com, their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes, their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished.
So, to all the men that have it within themselves to do wickedness within their households, if you don't amount up to a Lord and stand the fuck up, this will happen to your family. But sisters, if you don't obey the man that is supposed to be of your husband, this was just going to happen. God is not a respecter of persons. He's not. This is judgment. Daughters of Zion, because you know this, you have to walk with the fear of the Lord. This is the evil that's going to happen to the whores of Babylon, because they choose to be in wickedness. Just like those that is of the men in the tabernacles of Saul. Salakia. Hold on. Damn. Wait, damn. Damn. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 26, and verse 9. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and her eyelids. For if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitity, lest she abuse herself through over much liberty. Damn. But the point is verse 9. Basically women who have it within themselves to walk in the place of having lustful eyes, haughty looks and eyelids, ingated eyelashes with that lustful look. White women invented ingated eyelashes. White women invented ingated eyelashes so men's cum and nut won't get into their eyes. And they give it to y'all black Hispanics and Native American women as a trend, as a fashion trend, mocking y'all, calling y'all whores. If you have any respect for yourself, put them haughty looks and them eyelids down. That's the spirit that the Lord had brung this in, because I'm going to prove this more further on in the video. But I'm going to read this again. The book of Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 9. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. We're going to dig down into this deeper when it comes down to the video. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, man. Salaki. Look at that. Verse 13. The grace of a wife delighteth her husband, and her discretion will fatten his bones. Meaning being discreet. What is being discreet? Being hidden, being modest, being seen. Verse 14, a silent and a loving woman is a gift from the Lord. You see? A good thing. The reason why a woman is silent is because she's learning how to be wise. She's learning how to be wise. She's learning wisdom through her submission, where she could be able to reflect her husband. And when it comes down to representing Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because the husband is already representing that image, that godly image. A silent and a loving woman is a gift of the Lord. And there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. Meaning that she is listening to the instructions of the Lord. She is listening to the instructions of the Lord, and she put it in action. That is what Proverbs mean. Proverbs is not only just always about women. Proverbs is a book about wisdom and how women are one of the main ones who can really reflect that in such beauty. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord. There's nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. A shamefaced meaning that you're showing shame. You feel guilty. Okay? Which is a good thing because you're showing repentance. You're showing a desire to repent. A shamefaced woman and faithful woman is a double grace. And her continent mind cannot be valued. Meaning that you can't put a price on that. She's way more than gold. While a harlot is equivalent to spittle. That is her wage value compared to spittle. While a wise woman is beyond value. As the sun when it arises in the high heaven, so is the beauty of a good wife in the ordering of her house. Every time she wake up, she brings not only just of what is of I want to say order. Really the men establish the order. But every time she wake up, man, the whole entire house is home. It's home. It's home. Verse 17, as the clear light is upon the holy candlestick. Okay? So is the beauty of the face in a ripe age. In ripe age. What do you mean by ripe age? What do you mean by ripe age? The continence of her mind, of her being seasoned, groomed, and taught in the faith of the Hamashiach Malak Yahweh Shai. Her age, her season. As the golden pillars, the pillar of rest, are upon the sockets of silver, so are the fair feet with a constant heart. Meaning that she is beautiful. Verse 22, jump down to verse 22. If you want to read the book of Sirach chapter 26, go right ahead. Look it up and read it for yourself. I condone you to read it. Okay? And harlot shall be accounted as spittle, which is spit. But a married woman is a tower against death to her husband, meaning that she's not going to bring death to her man. A wicked woman is a portion to a wicked man. But a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord. A dishonest woman committeth shame, but a honest woman, meaning that a woman is willing to keep it real. She's willing to keep it real, not out of arrogance, but out of the honesty and the pureness, sincerity, and genuine in her heart on where she stands at of remaining the peace and continuing the rest. But an honest woman will reverence her husband. Reverence? What is reverence? What is reverence? Call hello. 555. It was 555. Call hello. Reverence. Deep respect for someone or something, regard or treat with deep respect, honor, high esteem. Meaning that she had, because she is honest on where she stand at and keeping the peace, she has deep respect for her husband. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. I'm a bad bitch. I'm a bad bitch. When I wear certain clothes, I want to feel like I'm the shit. The Lord got news for you. The Lord got news for women who think in that matter. The Lord got news for that. A shameless woman shall be accounted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. A woman that honoreth her husband shall be judged wise of all. A woman that honoreth her husband, meaning that she respect her husband, shall be judged wise, meaning that this woman is working out of wisdom of all, meaning that she is blessed amongst all women. But she that dishonoreth him in her pride shall be counted ungodly of all. Dang. So if she's not respecting and she's not honest to her husband because she's carrying herself in pride of life, she's not godly. She's not full of light. With all that darkness that you have within yourself, how great is that darkness since you call it light? Because this is darkness. Okay? Call Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Salaki, hold on. When a woman have it within herself to be haughty, she's coming from a place where she is simple and she don't know nothing. She's coming from a place where she has no idea how to carry herself in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai in the sake of her husband. The book of 1 Timothy chapter 5, the book of 1 Timothy chapter 5 and verse 5, call it Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Now she that is a widow, indeed desolate, meaning destroyed, trust in God and continueth in supplications and prayers night and day. But she that liveth in pleasure, but she that liveth in pleasure, but she that liveth in pleasure. The reason why I brought verse 5 out, because you have those who don't have husbands that needs to be covered by the Lord. They need to be covered by the Lord. But those that have it within themselves, that has it within themselves to turn their backs against their husbands because of their own flesh. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead, is dead, is dead while she liveth. She is dead while she liveth. She a dead woman walking. Call Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shah Bashim, Kakwadash. So sisters, I'm trying to put you in a place of understanding that if you're confident enough to understand that you are a daughter of Zion, therefore you must move a certain way in a certain light. You can't be and act like these whores of Babylon and these whores of Babylon, because they have it within themselves to carry themselves in a way that is of the flesh, being what? Sinful. Okay? But you, haughty spirits, whores of Babylon, whores of Babylon, you that have it within yourselves to want to talk and speak up against the women of the new covenant, assassinating their characters, dealing in falsehoods, the same way how these wicked brothers is doing to these righteous men. You wicked sisters is doing the same thing to these righteous women. So guess what? The same way how the Most High have a judgment for them, the Lord got a judgment for you if y'all don't repent. The book of Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 16. Call it Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Wa, Wakak, Wadash. I'm finna drop a part 2. So with that, I say Shalom, Barakatah.